Okay, part two. Yeah. I gotta do better, y'all. I just gotta do better than this, whatever. And then they give me heck on the back end too. But anyway, I keep on pressing toward the mark for the prize of a higher calling to be able to do these videos better and easier for me. But okay, despise not the day of small beginning. Okay, sidebar for me. But anyway, like I was saying, Eric, he read the book, and he called me. He said, "Mom, I read this book that y'all had at the house." And I said, "Yeah." And okay. And that started a whole new journey with all my kids, really. Not so much my daughter, because she's always been right there. That's my sidekick, you know. But, and we've had to do what I'm about to tell you. So you think that obedience is against moral law. But what happens, like, when you ask God for something? Is your faith there? So the second part of that question is, you would probably say to the first one that the answer, of course, would be, of course, many times, because we need God all the time. You can't name that. It's a multiplicity of times, because we rely on God all the time. He is our help. He is our source. He is the light, the truth, and the way. He is the one that leads. He is the one that loves. Okay? So I don't see how anybody can live without that. And you really don't have to, because he's an ever-present help right up in here, in the time of trouble. Okay? So the second part, the question two is, how many times were those prayers answered almost immediately? Some people can say a lot. Some people say, well, sometimes. But do you not know it's more numerous sometimes than people like me? I'm not saying everybody. People got it together and they're just perfect. I'm not that way. I admit my little foibles and faults. They are here. And I know I need God to help me with it. And so you do that by obedience, okay, as best as you can. But we know that he's an ever-present help, but yet something's going on. Let me tell you what happened to me. 2 days in a row. It was one thing I wanted to go do, and I had been putting off, and I wanted a certain color. And I saw the color. I was reading one night, and I said, "Oh yeah, I think I'm going to do that." And when I got up to do it Saturday morning, this is an overcoming testimony. It may be tiny, but it'll help somebody. I got up Saturday morning, and I said, I'm going to leave here about 8:30. And I distinctly said, nah, that's not going to work there. Probably going to be a lot of people because it's a Memorial Day weekend, and I'm just going to wait. So this little cute, quaint place I go to for these things, I knew they had what I wanted, but I wasn't about to get it. I didn't feel like being bothered with all that. I heard 3 o'clock. So did that. Got exactly what I went there for. I wasn't in there hardly any time. Just what I wanted to do. And I said, well, God, thank you. That's a little thing, but to me it was big. And I just listened. Obedience. I was obedient. I knew I had prayed about it, thought about it, talked about it. I just didn't do it. And so I said, oh, you know, ugh, this is Memorial Day weekend. This is Joyce talking. Uh, I said, Lord, I don't want to be out here all day. It's hot out here right now. And so I just felt intuition. Is the Lord speaking to you? People say they don't have intuition. You do. That's the Holy Spirit in you, for me anyway. So I heard 3 o'clock, got there at 3 o'clock. I was out before 4 o'clock. Well, they were finished. What I needed them to do. And that was that. Well, okay, this is fine. So skip over that. Oh, Sunday. Um, I was all prepared to do our Sunday morning lesson. Teaching. I always call them lessons. Because I believe you should get something out of it. It's not just to waste time, hoop and holler. I hate to say that because people get offended when I say that. But I don't mean it in a negative sense. I mean learn. gird yourself, put on the whole armor of God, because every day you're going to face something. And when you're girded up with the word deep within you, and you know it's true, and you put it into practice, you'll be an overcomer every time. That's just my experience. So my daughter said, well, am I teaching this morning? I said, if you want to. Well, how many know my grandson and I were discussing something the day before? Eric and I were discussing something the day before. We were all discussing different areas. And I always, before we do anything, family-wise or anything ministry, Lord, speak to us, through us, so that we can help others and ourselves, because you can't help other people until you help yourself. And Rochelle she carried that ball, and we were so on the same page. I was just happy as a lark, for the rest of the day. So real quick, it skipped to Monday, today, Memorial Day. I didn't want any barbecue. I was missing my family today because I'm in one state and they're in the other, and some are in, we scattered over the United States. And I was just missing them, and I didn't want any barbecue. I didn't want anything. So we decided just to go take care of some things, right, that the Lord had been telling me to take care of. And two wonderful things happened, though. When he said 3, we had said early, and then I heard that thing 3 o'clock again. So I said, I ignored it. I ignored it. Got to the car, y'all. The car would not start. What? What's wrong? You don't have any gas in this car. You're the last one to take it. Oh, no, that can't be. How many know? I didn't want to bother anybody because it's Memorial Day. I didn't know where people were. Okay, I had to call roadside assistance. It was like 1:40, somewhere around there, maybe about 1:40. They didn't get here till 2 something. Okay. By the time they came and put the gas in the car, and God sent 2 angels to put that gas in the car, we left at 3. Just before 3. Got to the place, and when I said, well, I gave it up, and I thought about that song, that's when he blessed me. He told me 3 o'clock. And so we got there, parked, had a great, great everything. Now this may be tiny and teeny to somebody else, but to me, it's big, because that let me know God heard me. And then thinking about it tonight when I got in, the Lord said, yeah, it was you. But I just wanted you to know, I hear you, but you have to move in my time. My time. When I say go, you up 2, 3, 4. You don't ask me any questions. Because you said the prayer, you put it out there. I show you what to do, but I can also tell you what time to do. Okay. So it was better than I even imagined. Because I said, well, okay, I want to pay this much. I don't really want to pay that much. So I'm a sales shopper. I could be a millionaire, and I'm still going to be a sales shopper. Sales are fun. And so I'm looking for stuff on sale, whatever, if I could, a whole lot of things on sale. But anyway, when I got there, the guy started, and I felt his spirit, and obviously he felt mine. But needless to say, I don't want to go into detail to what it is, because you don't want to tell all your business, but you do want to tell the testimony of it. I listened, and I got what I wanted. This was Saturday. I listened, I was obedient, and I got what I wanted in the ministry on Sunday morning. I didn't listen today. I was going to rush it, because I wanted to get back home. For what reason, I really don't know. But no reason to rush like that. But I was just up 2, 3, 4, up 2, 3, 4. And car wouldn't start. That was the funniest thing in the world to me, because I never do that. I'm the one that keeps their tank 2/3 to a half full, 3/3 to a half full. Always did. So when the car, I said, okay, we supposed to sit here for a minute. I was so disgusted. I didn't even go back inside. But what am I saying, y'all? Telling y'all all my business. You know, we got there. He said 3. Anytime between, in the hour of 3. It didn't have to be 3 on the dot. Was my prayer answered or what? It was beyond perfect. Beyond perfect. And I'm so thankful that it fell in line with this lesson that I had worked. I had did this lesson weeks ago. I would just wait till the time to do them, But obedience is better than sacrifice does not apply to just when you are trying to get rid of a bad habit or is something against the 10 Commandments or against someone or nothing like that. It is also when you, for me, and I'm quite sure it helps somebody else, when you are praying for something and you get the answer and it seems like way out of your reach, like way out of your reach. But he tells you, do it this way. Oh, God, I don't want to spend that much money, not me. I'm going to find this thing on sale. Well, y'all, I was obedient. And did he bless me? Yeah, he did. He really did. So in certain situations, obedience is better than sacrifice. In situations where just everyday life, obedience is better than sacrifice. When you have issues, great, small, and mediocre, obedience, and you seeking God for advice, obedience is better than sacrifice. Okay, I'll do part 3, hold please.